Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this series, you're going to see 25 days of trade analysis. I am calling it 25 days of Tradesmas. In this Tradesmas series, if you are going to be watching it, I highly suggest that you take the opportunity to be participating in the giveaway. I would love to give back to you guys in the YouTube world who have supported me and followed me. I am always very interactive in the trading floor community, but I know there's a ton of you who have followed me for a while who aren't in there, and I want to be able to give back to YouTube as well. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much for all of your guys' support here on my YouTube channel, and I am wishing you all the warmest of holidays, whatever holiday it is that you celebrate. I personally celebrate Christmas, so therefore I am doing the 25 days of Tradesmas. But whatever your holiday season is, I wish you and your family and loved ones a very warm and happy holiday season. With that being said, I am doing the giveaway here on my channel. So for every day that I do one of the Tradesmas videos, if you do any sort of interaction, if you like, comment, or subscribe, you will earn an entry to be able to qualify at the end on the 25th day to be part of the drawing that I am holding. I will draw a winner for the giveaway. I will announce the winner on the 26th of December. The prize will be to win a yearly subscription to the trading floor. So if you guys are interested in it, make sure that you are doing the likes, subscribe, and comments. Obviously, you cannot resubscribe over and over again, but don't worry. You will get 3 credit points towards that, but then every day following it, as long as you leave a like and you leave a comment, you'll get 2 additional entries for each of those. In addition to my giveaway, if you guys love giveaways, we are doing one on the Trading Floor YouTube channel as well. It's the same thing over there in order to enter as well, though it is interaction. So if you like, comment, and subscribe over there with that channel, you are going to be entered into a drawing at the end on the 25th as well. We will draw a name for somebody to win a $1,000 cash prize. You do have to have PayPal to accept this prize, so make sure that you can accept PayPal if you're going to go over there and enter into it. But I think that's a really nice prize. I think most people this time of year would love to have $1,000 extra. So make sure that you guys are also checking out the Tradesmas that we are doing on the trading floor. And there are lots of styles of trading happening over there on their Tradesmas. You will see all of our live streamers and our staff submitting videos. So if breakout trading isn't really your thing, or maybe my style isn't your thing, no worries. Go check out the Trading Floor's YouTube and make sure you are subscribing, and commenting for an opportunity to win $1,000 cash prize at the end. Okay, guys, let's get into the video, and happy holidays. Hello and Merry Tradesmas, day 23. We are getting close to the end now, but we still have a few more videos to go, and I wanted to show you guys something that I haven't shown yet, which is a little pizza wedge. So we have a little wedge here, and I know that a lot of times people ask about these type of things, and I don't always mark them because I have been trading a while now, and I do visually just see them. So I can visually see these things, and I don't physically put them on my chart. But I did for this one to point out what I was looking for. And I do like this trade, and I want to review this one with you guys. The reward, not the best. I'll be honest. It's not the most fancy or flashiest trade to show you guys. It's a little bit less than 1R for both of them. I did stack here, so you guys will get to see a little stacking and kind of understand how this works out. Because my reward was less than 1 in this situation, and I did like this trade, I did stack, meaning I took 2 of them to try and get to my daily goal versus just taking 1 and still being kind of under it. Again, though, that's super risky to do, and you should only be stacking trades if you're profitable. And even if you're profitable, you really should only stack trades on trades that you're really confident about. I was pretty confident in this trade because I had already been watching the market. At this point, we were on day 17 of July. So keeping in mind that I've been working with US 30 and NASDAQ 100 for the past 17 days every day looking at the market. So I was pretty familiar with the market, the trend, where it was going, what it was doing. And I was comfortable to do this type of stacking situation. So keep that in mind. If you're not, please just take 1 trade. But the analysis on this I do like, and I did want to show it to you guys because it does have a little bit more to it than some of the other trades that we've gone over. It's still really simple. It's not anything too crazy, but it's a little bit more of an option for those of you who maybe missed the breakout of a trade and the retest. So here is our zone that we're working in. We have our support here. We have our resistance here. Then we broke into a new zone. So we broke with this bullish candle here. And now this becomes our support. And now this becomes our resistance. So this is our zone we're trading within. I missed the entries. So you can see the times, not typically when I'm trading. Sometimes I am, but like if I'm looking on a 1 minute or 5 minute time frame to just get in for the day, I'm usually somewhere more in like this time. So I did not see this break into the new zone that we were trading within, or else I probably would have been interested in looking in the actual break of it, but I didn't have that. So since I was a little bit late to the move and I had already seen it come out, come back in to retest it, come back out, missed any entries in this point, I still wanted to be able to trade for the day because obviously I'm in strategy wars and I wanted to be able to get a point for myself at this point. So what I did was look at the market and see what it was doing. So in this day, I was waiting around to see if I would find another break. You know, you're just kind of waiting, especially if you're on these smaller time frames and you really are like a scalper and you're trading daily. You'd sometimes just have to wait around for your move to happen. So I was kind of waiting to see, like, would the market push up and go beyond? Would it come back in? What zone was I going to actually be in? Because this is just consolidation, creating your support. But what ended up happening that I had noticed as it was creating this support was that it was getting smaller and smaller and smaller and kind of creating the pizza wedge. So when you are learning trading, if you haven't learned this yet, there are trend lines that you can draw. And when your trend lines come together like this in the shape of a little pizza slice and they start to create a wedge, it's basically showing you that the market and price is starting to lose momentum and it's starting to die down a little bit. And it's usually a signal that once it gets to this little wedge part and you see a break from it, that likely the market is going to go in that direction of the break. There are all kinds of people who teach like breaks of trend lines and retests and stuff like that. So you can always check that out on YouTube. We also teach it in the trading floor community in our price action course. So you guys could check it out in there too if you want to know more about this. But this is a pretty basic thing that I'm showing here. But I like it. It's like an oldie but a goodie. When it works and it applies to your situation, it really can be like a good thing. So in this case, it did apply to my situation, and that's why I want to show you guys this one. I was late to my breakout here. I wasn't in the market. I already retested pretty quickly. I still wasn't in the market. And now I'm just waiting around, but I don't have any real momentum. So I'm waiting to figure out, like, where am I going? What am I doing with this support that I'm sitting at? Obviously, I had assumed that I potentially was going up. There was a bullish bias here, and I had figured maybe we were going up, but you don't know that for sure until you have something happening with your breakout. So what the wedge offers you is another opportunity for a breakout. So I missed this breakout that happens. I missed my retest and the break in. But since I accumulate here and then create a wedge and loss of momentum, what it creates is a second breakout option for me. And it happens at what I would consider a mid-level. So that's what you're seeing this little dotted line was. It's a breakout of my mid-level. So I've talked about mid-levels before, but it just happens to work out perfect that my little pizza wedge happens to line up with my breakout of my mid-level. So that allowed me to be able to enter in at mid-level point. Talked about mid-levels already in previous videos. You can go check them out if you want. Bear in mind they are high risk and that they can be a little bit dangerous. So because of that, I did not overextend on my reward. I made sure I stayed very simple. I didn't even go all the way to the tippy top because I knew that this also was already probably like a very strong move, and I just didn't feel super confident on the strength of this. I knew I was mid-zone. I didn't want to over push my luck, so I didn't even go for a full 1R. I went for like an 8. This, I believe, was like just about a 1R, and even so, I was like, just in case. It does get there. But you never know when you're working with stuff like this with these mid zones. So my advice is that, like, if you can do it and you're okay to do it, feel free to. But please make sure that you have the capital to lose in case it goes wrong. In this case, I did. I was already trading, on this account for 17 days. And I showed you guys previously what that looked like. So I'll pull this one up so you guys can see. But like by the 17th, you guys can see this is the 17th trades. By the 17th, I was already well into profit on this account. I had already made a decent amount on it. So I had more than enough to lose here with that trade. So I wasn't worried about this trade going wrong. Obviously, I didn't want it to go wrong, and I felt good about this breakout, but I also felt better about taking a 0.8 R and stacking it to be able to get there and just doubling my odds of getting a 0.8 instead of just taking one trade and hoping that the market would push to like a 1.5 or higher. So that was my kind of logic with this, and that's kind of what I do sometimes. And I don't do it that often, but occasionally I will do it if I really do like the trade and the markup for it. I like where the market's going, but maybe the reward isn't quite a 1R just yet. I will sometimes stack them if I think that my probability is good and I have the capital to potentially lose. In this case, you guys had plenty to still lose. If I had to take the L this day, I would have been fine. So keep that in mind. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys a little bit about these trend lines and drawing a wedge and what a breakout of a wedge looks like. In some cases, people also will have a breakout of a wedge and they'll wait for a retest of that price and then enter in. And that's also okay too. So you guys will see that sometimes that people will wait for that retest to confirm and then get in as well. That's just optional. That kind of goes with any breakout style trading, even for myself. Sometimes I take the breakout right away and I just cover myself on the zone that I'm breaking out of. Or other times I wait for the retest of that zone and then I can keep a tighter stop loss. That just comes down to your risk managing and deciding your risk to reward for that trade and whether it's worth it to wait for the breakout and retest or not. But anyhow, that is this trade here. And hopefully I showed you guys a way to work around breakout and retest stuff. If you miss it, there are usually other options that you can kind of throw on there to find another break in. That is it for today, and I will see you in tomorrow's video.